Let's see here. All right. So it should be live. I'm getting to the point where I actually trust this thing to actually work from now on. But do you want to hear my echo? Make sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. So good times, man. Good times. You know, what I said I wouldn't be back. I wouldn't be doing any more of these until something new came out. I didn't think something new would have come out 3 days before I said that shit, but it looks like that's what happened. So fuck me. Here I am, still doing this shit. Um, Even though this is basically the end of it for me. I mean, for the most part, we got the motive. I think all planned out here. I think it's all written out for us. I think we're kind of done with that. I think we have a pretty good idea, what went on here. At least I think we do. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty out there disagree with me and says this is all fake and it's all bullshit and the FBI is lying and all this stuff. But you know, you're always gonna have those people. Nothing you can do about that. There's always gonna be insanity everywhere. So anyway, here's the deal. For everybody who wants to look at this stuff, and I would encourage anybody who's watching my shit, which it's not a lot, but any of you guys to keep track of. Hey, what's up, man? I would encourage everybody to keep track of this. This is the vault. So you type in the FBI vault, FOIA, whatever you want to type in, you'll find this. There's a link on Google when I typed it in. It says recently added, which is, I went straight here. They also have this link here, recently added. Go to that, and that's what you'll find here. Whoops. And I did not mean to click on that. That was a screw up. So, interesting thing about this is they've been putting a lot of shit out. In fact, oh no, there's Stephen Paddock. He's right there. They've been putting a lot out, putting a shit ton out. I remember looking at this before, and there was nothing here. It was like nothing here. But there's a lot here, man, including DB Cooper. And I believe part 74 is down here somewhere. I probably got bumped off. But you got 75 right there, man. Part 75, DB Cooper, something the FBI was working. Well, I mean, something that's was an incident in 1971, I believe. I believe the end of 1971. So that thing is fucking 21 or 51 years old. 51 years old on that thing. And they're still putting stuff out for it. So that's crazy. Chinese communist contracts with scientists in the U.S. There you go. There you go. People looking at the coronavirus. And then right below that is Stephen Paddock. Stephen Paddock. So let's see. Paddock was on 27th. Then you got 29th, 30th, the 3rd, the 4th. So yeah, they're burning through this stuff. They're working on this stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through this, man. See what I can see if I can get through, man. Let's see if I can. I know there's a way to zoom this in or go full screen with this thing, and let's do that. We'd like your feedback. Okay, thank you for visiting our website. You've been selected to participate in a brief customer satisfaction survey. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. Okay, so what is it? Oh, wait a sec. It didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something here because for some reason this is sharing on the other screen. It's acting funny. I don't know. YouTube did some things. Well, actually, that wasn't YouTube. That was Google. Google opened it up in another window. And all right, so this is the window I was using the other night when we were doing the live stream. And honestly, I've been having fun with the live streams, man. The live streams have been pretty all right these days. So, we start with something like this. This is page 1. Not sure what any of this really means, to be honest with you. I really don't know. It's got at the beginning, at the top, FOI, FOIA, whatever. Deleted page information sheet. Total deleted pages 63 deleted pages. And you see all this. I don't know what the designation means on these. Page 5 says B6, B7C, B7E on this. Duplicates. I get why you'd leave duplicates out. I hope you leave duplicates out. Shit, tired of seeing duplicates of bullshit. And that's the end of page 2 there. Page 2 doesn't have anything. Then we get to page 3, and this is where I guess things gonna get exciting. But you see up on these pages, they all have that B6, B7C, B7E, whatever. So I don't know. A designation means something. I just don't know what. I don't care. Case ID, these all seem pretty consistent. At least this one, this 5061, seems pretty consistent with all of them. The 4483, I haven't really checked too much on. I don't know about that. Let's see. So, opening communication, Las Vegas shooting on or around October 1st, 2017 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Stephen Paddock, date of birth, 4/9. So what is that? That doesn't make him a Pisces, does it? I don't know what that is. Or is it? I can't remember what's after Pisces. Let's see. 1953, illegally possessed prohibited firearms in violation of that section. Now, I don't want to look up that section. I know I should. I really should. Paddock utilized the prohibited firearms in the mass shooting incident that took place in Las Vegas Boulevard, the Strip, which over 50 people were killed and over 500 people were injured. Illegally possessed prohibited firearms. Supposedly all the firearms belonged to him, So what was illegally possessed and prohibited? Because, bump stocks weren't banned at the time. Nowadays it would be, then we just say it's the bump stocks. But I guess could be the bullets, It's the only thing I can make sense out of this is possibly the bullets, the Hague bullets. Were those, they consider those part of the firearm? I don't know. I don't know the laws that well. So that's the only thing I can make out of this. But that's really strange. They put illegally possessed prohibited firearms in violation of whatever the fuck. And again, I don't want to look that up, dude. I really don't. I don't want to look that shit up. I don't want to read a bunch of legal fucking bullshit. Okay, then we get to this again. You got this B6, B7C, B7D. I don't know what those designations are, but I think they have to do with the classification of these things. I don't know. Let's see, information provided by redacted. See, and then there's the 5061. Like I said, that's all. That all seems fairly consistent on all these. 5061. The event number here. Approved by, drafted by, redacted. 10-2. 10-2. Okay, so this was done 10-2. Information provided by redacted. Investigation initiated 10-2. Received on 10-2. Receipt method in person. Criminal activity. On or about October 2nd, 2017. Redacted. Protect identity. Redacted. Steve Paddock did birth. Then redacted. Then Steve Paddock that redacted. It's awesome. That didn't tell shit. Absolutely fucking nothing there but a bunch of redactions. Entities, Stephen Paddock, reference, person, U.S. person with a question mark, right? That's weird. Question mark. He was a U.S. citizen. I don't know why they'd have a question mark right there, but whatever. It says unknown. So, all right, well, that's interesting. Let's see, information provided by, yeah, that's redacted. Okay, and the way I got to do this is a little screwball because Let's see if this works, because the pages don't like to turn up at the top. Oh no, there it goes. It is turning. Okay, we're good. Because this thing jumps around a lot when I try to do this. 10.3, again, 5061, serial 3, whatever. Let's see. Redacted was interviewed as residents. Redacted. We're also present during this interview. Note, it malfunctioned after approximately 3 minutes and stopped recording. Copy of the recording will be put in a 1A envelope. And note, after being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and the nature of the interview, redacted provided the following redacted information. So yeah, we're not gonna get anything out of this person, obviously. Absolutely nothing. Okay, Matt Salmon, what do you got? 1, identification of the firearm. 2, date of registration. And 3, identification and address of the person entitled to possession of the firearm. So that's what the legal statute says. That's weird, dude. Did he have something illegal in there? Is he like packing a flamethrower in the bathroom or something? Like, what the fuck is going on there? I don't get that. So maybe something wasn't. Maybe some of those weren't registered to him. I don't fucking know. I was just thinking maybe the bullets, since the bullets were the only thing illegal that we know of. But I don't know. All right, so we're on page 7, interview notes, consent form, property receipt, copy of downloaded photos shown, audio recording, that's redacted. And of course, we don't get anything out of that. And I think these are just receipts for evidence. Physical 1A, 1C cover sheet for serial export. So this was the 1A was the, I believe, the interview. Yeah, interview notes, consent form, property receipt. Yeah, okay. Well, so if we're talking about a property receipt, a copy of downloaded photo, audio recording. All right, so whatever that was up above, all the redactions, had something to do with property receipts and audio recordings. I don't know. Well, the audio recording was them recording them. They had a photo. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking realtor or something. Who the fuck knows? And then this says the same thing. Yeah, it's all just receipts for evidence, I'm guessing. And of course, we have this B6, B7C. And then here, at least we have an attachment here. It says disc with audio recording. A disc with an audio recording. So they recorded it to disc. That's weird. What are they using to record this shit? That's weird. Let's see. The jibber jabber I see is that all the bang bangs maybe were not registered to him or registered at all. That was copy and paste. Huh. It's not illegal to possess armed piercing rounds. This isn't. Well, I believe it was illegal to possess those rounds. I think those rounds were illegal. I saw you guys talking about that shit the other night. And the Hague documents, the thing is, he didn't go to jail for my understanding is he went to jail because what he was creating was something that was not legal. So he was taking rounds out of, oh my God, 30-06? It's 30-06 rounds? I think he was taking 30-06 rounds because in those 30-06, you're allowed to have tracer. You're allowed to basically have anything, They really, it seemed like in the court documents, they said they don't give a shit about the 30-06 rounds. They make all of them. And they're all pretty much legal for the most part, probably depending on states and shit. But he was taking the heads out of those and he was putting the heads inside of 308 rounds. And that's what he got busted for, is that he was swapping ammunition. So I think, yeah, I mean, the lights may have come into it too, man. But you can read the court documents; it's actually kind of interesting. They have them out there; they're public, and they explain his exact operation. But I thought they were going after him because, you could be right and I could be wrong. I mean, totally could be. I could be off base. That was just in the court documents because I thought it was fascinating what this guy was actually doing, which is pretty fucking shitty. He was taking rounds out of these 30-06s, since the heads of the projectiles fit into the 308s, and he was I think it's 308. 5.56, 308, whatever, and he was swapping them out. And I know that's what he was doing. That's what he gave to Paddock. But whatever the legal thing was that he got busted for, I could be wrong. You could be right. That's totally possible. I'm just thinking here because that's really strange for them to say, you know, he was in illegal possession of firearms, but I thought all those firearms belonged to him. So like, I have to go back on the ATF's document, which I think was that Nolo guy did, and you could probably find it on there. It might have whether they were all registered to him or not on there. I don't know. And of course, yeah, he didn't. He probably didn't have a license either. So I'm sure that was something. But I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's even legal to make those bullets. Because you're manufacturing a bullet that's not on the market. There's a reason he was making those. He was making them because those aren't sold. Yeah, he might. I don't know. I don't know much about Haig, man. All I know is I read a little bit of the court documents because I thought it was interesting what he was actually doing to make those rounds. Not that I have any interest in ever doing anything like that. I just thought it was interesting to read what his operation was. It was kind of weird. Let's see, 10.3, evidence collected. And redacted. Okay. Holding office fees. Oh my God, I got to read through this shit. That's right. I forgot about this. All right. So this is all Paddock's. See, a lot of this stuff in the beginning, I think, has to do with Haig. I think the first 20 pages or something, probably more than that, has to do with Haig and all that madness. And it's probably because all this stuff was probably locked down in a court case until they prosecuted his ass, and then they probably released it. Why the FBI is releasing stuff now, I don't know. I mean, it's possible they used that COVID excuse, stayed home for fucking 3 years, and decided we're not going to work because COVID's scary. But I don't know. It seems like they just got back to work, at least as far as this goes. Of course, once it comes to Trump, they're working nonstop, but not getting into politics. Let's see. On 10/2/2017, Ryder conducted a consent search, redacted, with special agents from BATFE. I'm guessing alcohol, tobacco, firearm, probably Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. 4 items of evidence were collected. Wow. 1 firearm. Says 1B firearm. 3 M62 308 tracer rounds. Okay. Collected on 10/2, 11:15 p.m. Receipt number 1, seizing individual, redacted. It doesn't even say, see the location area is redacted. So, not sure. Okay. But it's collected, redacted. Of course, reference number 5061. That all matches up. 10/3. 1 firearm. 10 M196. Because Haig was putting them in these little baggies and he was selling them for 3 rounds a piece or something like that, I think, for the most part. They had pictures in the file of, so there's 3 rounds there. Yeah, he was selling for 3 rounds a piece, and they were not cheap. They were kind of expensive. I forget how much he was selling for, but yeah, he had a little he almost had his own little shop. It was interesting. The Hague court documents are actually interesting. Let's see, 10 M196 223 tracer rounds. See, 223s, I didn't know he was doing the 223s. I don't think Paddock had any 223 tracers. I mean, it's possible, I guess, but I don't think he did. Yeah, see, I don't know. Because, because 223s are the smaller ones. So I don't know. I guess tracer rounds, maybe those come in. I think it was the armor piercing stuff. The armor piercing incendiaries, I think, were the ones that were the hot topic as far as some of that stuff goes. Let's see. See, the way I read the stupid violation thing, 5841 or whatever, is that all weapons not possessed by the government have to be registered. Yeah, but do they? They all have to be registered? I thought you could have like a bill of sale and shit like that if you go to like the gun shows or something in some states. I don't know. I don't know. But you're probably right because I don't know shit about guns for the most part. So 10 223 tracer rounds on a stripper clip. Stripper clip. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, it's the same thing collected on 10-2. 11-15. All this stuff is collected on 11-15 on 10-2. One empty plastic shipping package for 223 ammo. Let's see, one empty M196 bandolier that holds 120 223 rounds. It says, oh, it's empty. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, dude, 120 rounds, really? Special agent. Let's see, redacted. I don't know why they redacted the agents' names. It's kind of weird. They didn't want to say their names. I'm guessing whoever redacts this stuff probably has to go through this like millions of pages, and they probably just redact anything with a name on it, regardless of whose name it is, except maybe Stephen Paddock because they did the search for it. They know that this is Paddock. You know, they probably know at this point that he's dead, and they're probably like, well, fuck it. We can say his name. We just can't say anybody else's. Let's see. Following the mass casualty shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada, after being advised of the identity of the interviewing agent, nature of the interview, redacted, provide the following information. It's all redacted, so it's absolutely fucking pointless. All right, so from counterterrorism. Now it's interesting, right? This isn't terrorism. This wasn't terrorism, according to them. Oh, shit. According to them, Antifa's not terrorism, but fucking January 6th is. So that's interesting. But, you know, I guess counterterrorism is a catch-all term for whatever the hell they want it to be at the time. Let's see. 5061. Yeah, that matches up. It's all the same shit. Stephen Paddock, mass shooting in Las Vegas. Firearms Act violation. See, Firearms Act violation. They're getting them on Firearms Act violation for all these. That's what they're using as the excuse to do all this shit. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments. Because a lot of this is confusing to me, dude. I mean, so, you know, that's why I'm kind of going through this. And you guys probably could figure some things out that, you know, my head would automatically go to some weird ass theory on it. Stephen Craig Paddock, date of birth. Well, there's his Social Security. No, it's not big enough for Social Security. It's only 9 digits. Huh. Social Security would be, what, 10? Wait, no. No, yeah, that probably is his Social Security. Okay, yeah, it is 9 digits. All right. Just running mine through my own head. All right. So it'd be fucked up if some idiot decided to use that Social Security number. Oh my God, can you imagine? Some fucking dumbass out there fucking makes a fake driver's license with that Social Security on it. Oh my God, you'd be fucked. You'd be so fucked. Counterterrorism. Stephen Paddock mass shooting. Yeah. Stephen Paddock date of birth. Yeah, we don't get anything out of this Social Security number. Obviously, he's a U.S. citizen, and a little question mark behind that, but that's Social Security number. So yeah, he's a U.S. citizen, fuckers. We couldn't figure that out before, but whatever. So 10-4, counterterrorism, once again, Firearms Act violation. In accordance with, in coordination with the FBI Las Vegas, requests immediate assistance with the redacted. On behalf of Las Vegas Counterterrorism Division, requests Operational Technology Division conduct immediate redacted recovered from searches in association with the mass shooting incident that occurred on Las Vegas Boulevard, where Stephen Paddock killed 59 people and over 500 others were injured. So they're still running. At this point, they're still running with the 59 count. You know, that eventually went down to 58. And I watched a thing on the 5-year anniversary the other night, and they were saying 58 still. So, a lot of these people don't do their research and don't realize that, yeah, there's actually 60 at this point that, I mean, there's more that died that were from that concert, but attributed to the gunshots of that night, we're supposedly we got 60 at this point. To request whatever OTD, I don't know what that stands for. I can't think of it right now. Assistance of mobile phones. Okay, so they're going after the cell phone data, which somebody FOIA'd. So hopefully that comes on here someday. Let's see, October 3rd, 2017, writer downloaded a video captured on a security camera inside the Payless rental car facility. All right, so this is all Phoenix, Arizona, the stuff that is him renting the car. They spent a lot of time on this car rental for the bullets that got Haig, and that's probably the only reason they probably spent this much time on this was because they were trying to bust Haig. And so this is probably all stuff that got thrown into court for Haig. Let's see. Okay, I don't care about the address, Phoenix, Arizona, because it's at the airport. The video contained footage of Stephen Panic renting a vehicle from Payless customer service employee, redacted on September 19th, 2017 at approximately 3:05 p.m. The video was made available for download via a link included in an email, redacted, Abe's Budget Group, Inc. Business telephone number, redacted, business address, Airport Boulevard. That's why I know it's at the airport. The email and the download security camera video are included herein. Of course, they don't give us any of that shit, man. Be nice to get some of that shit. Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah. So I think these are communications with other offices of states. Let's see what we got here. October 3rd, 9:57 a.m. Las Vegas incident. Importance is high. And again, you got all this B6, B7C. See, I wonder if that's like the redaction codes or something of that nature, like something of that. I don't exactly understand because it got redacted stuff next to all this. Maybe that's the reasoning for the redactions. I don't know. Let's see. And it's nothing here. It's all redacted. Everything's redacted. Everything's redacted. Good morning. Redacted. Redacted at Phoenix. Have local agents call or email her for employee info and their respective schedules. Okay, so they're trying to nail down who rented them the car, who talked to them. Let's see, an agent reached out to Redacted to coordinate the next meetup. See, like they're all interested in this stuff, man. They want to talk to everybody to talk to them. And so I guarantee you they did in Vegas as well. But we don't have any of those statements, man. What the fuck? Let's see. Could you provide names? I want the names of everybody. Or, that or the Vegas Bureau is completely fucking incompetent. And these are the guys from Arizona, and they're actually competent. I don't know. I kind of doubt that. Let's see. 10-4. Redacted, interviewed at Redacted. After being advised the identities of interviewing agents and the nature of the interview, the interviewees provide the following information. Redacted confirmed that she and others listed were in Las Vegas October 1st. Redacted stopped at Taco Bell. Here's a Taco Bell thing. Located at 3717 Las Vegas Boulevard. So luckily they gave that address because otherwise we kind of going fucking nuts on that. But yeah, they gave the address, so that's kind of cool. Redacted took a video upon entering the restaurant with her phone. She allowed the interviewing agents to view the video. The subject of caption case does not appear in the video. Redacted stated that while at the front of the restaurant following her meal, she stopped to take a selfie with her phone. She indicated that the taller white male in the photo purposefully moved into the photo with her. Redacted. She then said that the male stared at Redacted. Said he made no gestures or verbal statements to them. Redacted said the Caucasian woman, Redacted, chuckled when she and Redacted turned to look at the man. Redacted was not sure, but said the woman may have been there with the taller white male. She said that she believed the man was wearing a white T-shirt and pants. She allowed agents to view another video taken just prior to the selfie at 7:44 p.m. October 1st, 2017. The subject of the caption case does not appear in the video. Redacted stated that there were numerous surveillance cameras within the outside of the Taco Bell. Redacted is the male holding the burrito in the picture. Paddock with a burrito. He confirmed that the taller white male in the photo purposely moved into the view while Redacted was taking the picture. He also stated that the man was glaring at them. Okay. They got their 5 seconds of fame, dude, because these people are full of shit, but whatever. At least that's my understanding. Redacted was standing just out of view of the selfie, indicated as well that the taller male was staring at them. Redacted was out of view during the selfie picture. Redacted observed the taller white male about 20 minutes prior downstairs when waiting to pick up his food order. 20 minutes prior. Wait, what? Observed 20 minutes prior downstairs when waiting to pick up his food order. Don't you like order first and then pick up your food? Or are we in some weird dystopian fucking thing where you pick up your food first and then pay for it? He saw the man picking up food just in front of him. He indicated that he thought Redacted was with the taller male. Probably Mary Lou Danley or some shit. Redacted confirmed that she noticed the photo on Monday. As she scrolled through her photos, Redacted contacted the FBI via the public access line. This call was recorded under Invest. I forget, someone described what Invest was. I think Michelle described what Invest was. Redacted was asked to maintain the videos and pictures for possible follow-up, which she agreed to do. All right. Yeah, keep your photos, but Campos can go to Mexico. It's fine. It's all good. It's all fine. The only witness you got, it's fine. He can take off with if he wants. Let's see. Lead FBI, Phoenix, Invest. So I don't know what this is like. I forget. She said what Invest was. I don't remember. It's like some interagency bullshit, I guess. Let's see. Redacted regarding the possible photobombing by subject Paddock of a photo of Redacted several hours before the shooting. The interview may yield some timeline information. Oh yeah, you don't want to use that. You don't want to use that number, man. You really don't. You don't want to try using Paddock's Social Security. That would not be a good time for you. Let's see. 10-2, 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Redacted called public access line to report information regarding mass casualty shooting in Las Vegas. Redacted provided the following information on 10-1. Was driving through Vegas at approximately 2 to 2.5 hours before the shooting occurred. All right. Redacted stopped Taco Bell Cantina address. Okay, yeah. Where a man photobomb photo. Okay, so this must be the call that came in. This must be where they took down their information, and then up above this was the actual what do you call it? Their statement. Okay, a photo of the mass shooting suspect. Redacted looked at the photo side by side and believes that the man who photobombed her photo at Taco Bell looks like the mass shooting suspect. Of course, she told the radio station that it was him, according to the FBI, but here we don't see the FBI saying that, and it wasn't him. Okay, so Redacted requests that the FBI contact him before contacting Redacted. Freaked out. Redacted does not want Redacted to be bothered at her workplace. So basically, I think someone asked a question about this one time, and it's like basically the dude saying like, hey, call me before you call her, because if you call her, she's kind of freaking out about this whole thing, and she doesn't want to be bothered at work about this. So just call me, dude. I think that's what that is. Let's see. The photo that Redacted took with the suspect in the background is attached to the entities of Redacted and the suspect. Okay. Redacted. Stephen Paddock. That's all the witness names, I guess. I don't know. Bureau investigation, an item from Go Wireless. Now, someone asked about this today, and yeah, this is strange. Go Wireless. So they're going to the wireless phone places, bugging people. Let's see. 2, Transcend 4 gig thumb drives, black and red in color. uh, from Go Wireless on. Oh, they have the address. Wow, 9970 West Cheyenne Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada. You could probably find these people if they still work there. Let's see, USB microstorage. So, like, I don't know. What are you gonna get? I guess. I mean, I can understand you could get like his contract and stuff. I mean, Go Wireless. I don't know if that's where he bought the burner phone or what I don't know. I mean, it's possible that's where he bought the burner, and they just want to know, you know, what he's got set up with them. I don't know, but like, why two thumb drives, man? I think one thumb drive would work for that, but maybe just wanted copies. Maybe they're gonna give one to the police and one to the FBI. I don't know. Let's see. Arizona Avis Budget Group Incorporated was interviewed at Buckeye Road, Phoenix, Arizona, after being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and the nature of the interview. Redacted provided the following information. Redacted explained there's a shuttle that takes rental car customers from the airport to a rental car facility located at Sky Harbor South Circle. Yeah, who cares? Phoenix, Arizona. Redacted believe there were multiple security cameras located outside the rental facility and in common areas that are owned by the city of Phoenix, which may also contain footage of Stephen Paddock. Let's see. Redacted did not believe that Paddock rented a handheld global positioning system because everyone's got it on their phone. Why would you? Device, and that the vehicle he rented would not have contained a built-in GPS, which could provide location details during Paddock's use of the vehicle. I mean, all they're probably just telling them that so that they can say, "Well, we don't know where he went with it. We have no idea. He didn't get the GPS, so we don't know." I mean, they probably calculate how much gas he used, how much mileage he used, but about it. Um, see, Payless employee Redacted was interviewed, and as always, after being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and the nature of the interview, Redacted provided the following information. Redacted has been working for Payless Rental Car for approximately redacted years and is employed. Redacted stated he was working on 9/19/2017. Redacted was advised prior to the interview that he was president at the time, so he was advised prior to the interview. So they told him, "Hey, you were here that day, so we want to talk to you." Time one of his coworkers rented a vehicle to Stephen Paddock. 9/19 was also shown security camera footage by dude. Like they're grilling this dude, man. You imagine someone comes up to you and says like, "Hey, you were here when this guy rented a car. Here's footage of you, bro, that you were there." And it's like they cornered you on that shit. That's crazy. I'd be like, dude, get a lawyer. I don't want to talk to you guys. Fucking nuts coming at me with that shit. Redacted did not recall the interaction with Paddock prior to his review of the video, and Paddock did not look familiar to him after seeing pictures of him on TV and social media. Based upon his review of the video, Redacted stated recalling having to Redacted prior to being able to leave for the day and remember talking to his coworker Redacted about the training. Redacted did not recall the incident in which Paddock was at the counter during the transaction. Redacted stated the only reason he remembered the date in question, as well as his conduct at the time, was due to having viewed the video. Redacted. Okay. Yeah. Don't really care much about any of this. Really, all that matters is the date. It's like, so we have an idea when this happened. Let's see. Pay us employee. Redacted. As always, after being advised, and they always say this, after being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and the nature of the interview, Redacted provide the following information. Redacted has been working for Payless Rental Car Company for approximately redacted years. I don't know why would you redact that? I guess because then you could figure out, go to Payless and say, "Hey, man, how long have you been working here?" and find out who they are. I don't know. And is employed as Redacted. Stated he was. I mean, I don't even know why you'd redact that. It's stupid. Stated he was working on 9/19. 2017 from approximately. Redacted was advised prior to the interview. Redacted Stephen Paddock on 9/19. It was also shown security camera footage. Redacted Paddock. Fun times. A lot of redactions that are pretty unnecessary, I would think. Redacted did not recall the interaction with Paddock prior to his review of the video, and Paddock did not look familiar to him after seeing pictures of him on TV and social media based on social media. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Based upon his review of the video, redacted Paddock to appear normal to him. Redacted Paddock was limited to topics of insurance, car size, and other needs, but nothing further. So this is the guy who gave him the car. Redacted did not recall seeing Paddock with another person. Redacted has limited interaction with customers who have 1 day rental contracts due to the limited liability to sell additional commission based services. Uh, okay. Yeah, whatever. Redacted Paddock. Paddock would have gone downstairs to the car pickup location to retrieve his vehicle. Redacted. Redacted. Payless employee. Redacted. Was interviewed in Phoenix, Arizona. After being advised the identity of interviewing agents and the nature of the interview, Redacted provided the following information. Redacted had been working for Payless Rental Car Company or car for approximately redacted and is employed redacted. He was working on 9/19/2017 approximately redacted hours. See, like why? Like why? We know what time Paddock was there. Why? Why did you redact it here? You didn't redact it up above, so what the fuck? I said I could just imagine this fucking idiot sitting in this room all day looking at these things saying, what do I have to blank out on this page? And just saying, fuck it, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna redact everything. Stephen Paddock on 9/19/2017 was also shown the security cam footage. Oh, and was also shown security cam footage. I was going to say, what? Showed Paddock footage? What the fuck? Redacted did not recall the interaction with Paddock prior to his review of the video, and Paddock did not look familiar to him after seeing pictures of him on TV, social media, and social media. So that must be something they ask everybody. You recognize him? You didn't recognize him from TV? You didn't recognize him from social media? No. Based upon his review of the video, Redacted, about paperwork Redacted had to complete, Redacted did not recall the incident in which Paddock was at the counter during the transaction. Redacted stated the only reason he remembered the date in question, Redacted, the last time an incident occurred in which law enforcement was involved was when there was a bomb threat at the facility, which occurred in approximately June or July. In approximately June. Is that correct grammar? I don't know. Of 2017, Phoenix police responded to investigate. Yeah, whatever. Oh boy, this is fucking painful. I mean, Jesus. Let's see. After being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and nature of the interview, Redacted provided the following information. As Redacted has been working for Payless Rental Car for approximately Redacted is employed Redacted working on 9/19/2017. Redacted advised prior to the interview that he was present at the time. One of his Redacted to Stephen Paddock, and it's gonna, dude, that's gonna say one of his coworkers, and it'll probably say his name. They could just redact the name, but whatever. Rented, and it's gonna say rented a car to Stephen Paddock on 9/19/2017. But they decided to fucking chop that sentence to shit. So this is weird. But was not shown the security camera footage. Redacted. Redacted did not recall anything from 9/19/2017 and stated the pictures he saw Paddock on TV or social media did not look familiar to him. Redacted was shown the video by interviewing agents and after reviewing explained he did not recall anything about that day. Redacted did not recall the incident in which Paddock was at the counter during the recorded transaction. Redacted said the only reason he remembered the date in question, as well as his conduct at that time, was due to having probably watched the footage, most likely, because that's what's said above. But like, why redact that? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Redacting everything. Jesus, man. Another one? Dude, come on. Come on, guys. I mean, I get it. You probably talked to everybody in that place, but come on. Uh, oh, God. After being advised the identity of the interviewing agents and nature of the interview, let's just the mantra here. Okay, yeah, 5061. That it all drives. Let's see. Provide the following information. Redacted has been working for Payless Rental Car for approximately redacted. Redacted said he was working on 9/19/2017 for approximately redacted. Was advised prior to the interview that he was present at the time. I love how they just tell you, like, hey, you were here. We want to talk to you. I'd be like, no. Anyway, let's see. I mean, it just seems evasive to walk in there and say, hey, you were there. We got you on footage. But whatever. Redacted, Stephen Panic on 9/19/2017, but was not shown the security footage by Redacted. Redacted did not recall anything from 9/19 and stated the pictures he saw Panic on TV or social media did not look familiar to him. Redacted, a lot of Redacted. Was shown the video by interviewing agents, and after review, explained his communications with Paddock would have involved Redacted. Did not recall if Paddock was alone or not. Redacted spoke of an additional camera that captured the rental vehicle as it exited the parking facility and said it would possibly show Paddock from a different angle to help determine if he was alone. Redacted said the only reason he remembered the date in question, as well as his conduct at the time, was redacted. I love that, his conduct at the time. Like, what were these guys doing, dude? Were they all acting like assholes or some shit? Were they all dancing around or something stupid? I mean, conduct? It seems pretty nefarious. Of course, 5061. Interviewed as residents. Okay, thank God, dude. We're done with that. Redacted. Stephen Paddock, after being advised of the identity of the interviewing agent and the nature of the interview, Redacted provided following information. Redacted, which is new construction since Redacted. She believes Paddock, Redacted, have been in their house for 2.5 to 3 years. Redacted mentioned that she had another Redacted, and that Redacted understood her to mean that it was her house, not his, and that she was the one who had the Redacted. Okay, so is she trying to say that Mary Lou was saying, like, making her think that it was Mary Lou's house? Is the Reno house? I don't know. Paddock was very strange. Never made eye contact. He did not want to shake Redacted's hand when she first met him. They never had any friendly chats. So I wonder if, like, Mary Lou was kind of freaky. Didn't like other women talking to her man, dude. Her fucking meal ticket. I don't know. Paddock contracted. Yeah, whatever. Someone to do a solid screen fence for his house. He told Redacted that he wanted this type of fence because he did not want anyone to see him or look at him. Redacted. Paddock was, so it's like this person told Paddock, I'm guessing, that Paddock was not allowed to have that type of fence, and they had words over it. Ultimately, Paddock had to rip the fence down. So is this a neighbor? I don't know. I was going with realtor first, but now I guess it's neighbor. It wouldn't be a realtor because a realtor would know who paid for the house. So yeah, it must be a neighbor. Paddock never had any lights on in the house, except sometimes during the middle of the night, 2 or 3 a.m. The windows were always dark and they were never outside. Paddock also always wore gloves. It's funny how everyone recognizes he always wears gloves. I guess, yeah, you'd recognize that if you see people. That'd be a little strange, off-putting. Redacted believes that Paddock was a gambler, and she had no idea that he owned any weapons. The garage door was never open, and they only knew if Redacted was home if it was trash day and their trash was out. Say Mary Lou Danley, maybe? Because I don't know why they redact Paddock. Let's see. Paddock did not usually wear glasses, or maybe it was Steven. And she redacted Steven because whoever's reviewing this doesn't know if it's Paddock or not. Paddock did not usually wear glasses, but if he did, they were dark. 2 days ago, after further thought, Redacted believed it may have been Thursday or Friday, September 28th or 29th. She saw him in the driveway. Oh, this is a good one. She saw him in the driveway with his hands on his hips, and he seemed pissed. redacted Paddock if he was okay, and told her that someone had left a mark on his driveway, and he was really upset about it. The power company had been by that day to change meters. They must have parked in his driveway and left a small dirt mark. Paddock was extremely upset about it. Redacted believes Paddock may have been a professional gambler because Redacted thought he looked familiar. What? Okay, whatever. Like, why would he look familiar? Like, do they think he's on like the Grand Series of Poker or some shit? Redacted Paddock his house. She was crying about what had happened. Redacted can be reached through. Okay, well, yeah, she's talking about the shooting. I guess she's crying over that. Redacted believes Paddock Redacted used to have a blue minivan, but now have a silver SUV. A couple days ago, Redacted saw a small pink and gray carry-on suitcase next to the silver SUV. Oh, pink, pink, fucking pink, man. The fuck. That's probably her though, man. That's probably um, I don't know. She said a couple days ago. So no, that would have been Paddock. I think that wouldn't have been Mary Lou, because I think she was out of the country before that. Supposedly. So that's I think that's how the story goes. But so he got all upset here on 28th or 29th, and I'd have to go back and look. But I'm not sure which days he came back to Mesquite and visited Mesquite and when he would be there during the day. I think you know what? It's the 28th, I believe. I believe 28th was the day when he was running around doing the wire transfer. Um, he did the gun purchase. The gun purchase, it looked like, I believe, from the timing, it looked like he'd gone home with the gun, probably picked up ammunition or something of that nature. Who knows? And then drove out to the landfill with that. So he probably had come home at that point. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was picking up the gun and she or picking up ammunition or something like that, and she saw him doing that, or she caught him in the middle of that, and he was all pissed off about this shit. So, like, if this guy like was about to do this, like, if this was a plan, and I'm not completely convinced that it was, although the way it was told to me makes a lot of sense. Like I said, sometimes you guys straighten me out when I get fucking kind of crazy on these ideas, but you know, um, I was kind of the impression that this son of a bitch was bringing these guns up into these rooms and didn't know when he was going to pull the trigger. Just had no idea, and just decided, eventually it's going to happen. He's going to find his, whatever he thinks is an opportunity, and do it. And Route 91 just um, happened to work out for him in his mind, and for whatever reason, I don't know. Um, or something like this sets him off, right? You know, someone shows up to his house, there's a mark in your driveway, someone's walking through your backyard. It's kind of fucking freaky because you know that you're fucking planning something really seriously shady. What if somebody's on to you or something of that nature? I don't know. And then all of a sudden you see, a dude with a shield and a black, outfit walking down your hallway towards your room, and you fucking just start, blasting at him. I mean, I don't know. There's all kinds of ways I can go with that, but and then to me, it's like, yeah, if he wasn't really planning this, it was just like the last minute. Oh shit! Now it's go time. That would explain why the earplugs were never found. He couldn't find the earplugs, in time to actually utilize them. Um, but at the same time, someone mentioned to me, they're like, dude, this guy spread all that shit around that room, set that room up, which would have taken a shit ton of time. I mean, a shit ton of time. And if he planned on leaving that room with all that crap, that would have taken a shit ton of time. Like, he was going to have to pack all that shit up, move down suitcase after suitcase, and then bring it back up, and then move it back down again. And it was just going to be insane. So I don't know. You know, I mean, it'd be different if he was carrying these things up and down, and he had a bunch of them in the car, and a bunch of them in the room. But that was. It was Diana I was talking to about that, and she kind of straightened me out on that. She said, "Yeah, this guy, if he didn't do this, if he didn't actually pull this off, that means he would have to take all that stuff, break it all down, carry it all back down into his car, and without being noticed. Like, holy shit! Like, you got 50 bags here, and they're all fucking heavy as fuck. He would have had to like just carry him down little by little. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this seems to me like this might be part of a triggering event, right? It's pissed off because somebody's at his house fucking with his stuff, and apparently he's a very extremely private person because he's always freaked out about that. We even have something later where he freaks out about something similar, someone going into his room and cleaning it. He's pissed off the cleaning ladies went into his room without his permission, man. I mean, this dude's privileged. He's very privileged. He's a spoiled piece of shit. To request whew, FAVIAU assistance with DVR exploitation. Not sure what the fuck this is. Um, let's see. Synopsis CTD. Not sure what that means. In coordination with the FBI, Las Vegas requests immediate assistance with the exploitation of DVR digital media. CTD. Let's see if it says Counterterrorism Division. Yeah, it's got to be Counterterrorism Division. I feel like counterterrorism did so much on this, but this was 10-2, so who knows? They could have still been considering it terrorism. Let's see. On behalf of FBI Las Vegas Counterterrorism Division, request forensic audio, video, and digital analysis unit. Okay, so that's what that is. Video and image analysis unit. Video image. What's the FA? Forensic audio, video, image analysis unit. Okay. Conduct immediate exploitation of DVR media captured of Stephen Paddock, recovered from the Ogden. All right, here we go. Paddock is subject of the 2 October 2017, wrong date, but whatever. Mass shooting incident that occurred on Las Vegas Boulevard. Paddock killed 59 people and over 500 others were injured. I can't wait for somebody to read this. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be some numbnuts that's conspiracy fucking insane. If I can get their head up their ass, I'm sorry, but that's what it's going to be. And they're going to look at this and go, oh my God, the shooting was actually on the 2nd of October. I told you it was all crisis actors and shit. Oh my God. Yeah, that's coming, dude. That's coming. Let's see, the following digital media device. Well, maybe there's not a lot of people left doing this stuff, but if this came out in the early days, fuck yeah, dude. That would be somebody's crazy ass fucking theory. Some crisis actor bullshit saying that it was supposed to happen on 2nd of October and they were going to act it all out or some weird shit like that. Anyway, enough ranting. The following digital media devices were recovered from the Ogden, and the following further captured in evidence items reference within case file number. Yeah, I'm not going to memorize that. Let's see, evidence item number 1. Oh, we do have DVR 1. We were talking about this with Michelle the other night. She was talking about how one of them was missing. But it looks like, yeah, we just didn't scroll up to this page. So that was probably my fault. DVR 1, label, serial number with power cord. That's what's crazy about this, right? They took the whole fucking system, dude. They took the entire fucking system. Oh, you got a point there, dude. Yeah, that's right. The FBI's in Langley, right? So to them, it would have been the 2nd of October. Shit, man, that's why we're friends. Because I didn't pick that up right away. Let's see. So this is crazy though, man. Like all these DVRs, DVR 1, 2, 3, 4, they took them all with the power cord. That tells me they took the entire fucking system. Like they took their entire fucking their entire security system. They just took it. And so this was on the 2nd, right? Initiated on the 2nd. Let's see. Does it say any other dates on here? full investigation. No, it's when it was initiated. Okay, so on the 5th, the date was the 5th. So on the 5th, the FBI ran into the Ogden and said, "Give us your shit," and went and ransacked their computer system. That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, I'll remember that. I'll definitely remember that if that happens, dude, because I can see like a Brian Shields video, like, it's so weird. Look at this. It's so weird. Um, anyway, what do you guys think? So anyway, but yeah, it's interesting, man. It took the power cable, took everything, man. So these people didn't have a security system for a while. This is the one Michelle was on about. Up here it says a reason 1.4C or whatever. Um, she looked that up. That was kind of strange. I don't remember exactly what it says. It was interesting. The interesting thing is they have a declassified date on this of 2042, so 25 years. I guess all this shit is supposed to be declassified. So that's interesting. I guess yeah, explains a little bit. Counterterrorism. I don't know why they keep crossing this shit out like a gangbanger. It's like graffiti on the street or something. Like it just murdered somebody. It's just weird. But they have to yeah, like secret, no form. I mean, I get it. I guess it's not secret anymore. It's declassified, but it's just weird. Um, so it's 10-5, whatever this is. Following item to close. We don't know what it is. Stephen Craig Paddock. We don't know what it is. Looks like searches or something. No results found for Stephen Paddock. Whatever SOS. Search the following sectors for. I don't know. I don't know if these are searches looking for social media. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what any of this crap is. Additional searches can be conducted if any new selectors are developed, i.e., yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did the IE because this isn't even like evidence. It's just like in, such as basically is what that means. It's stupid. Utilizing the following search methodology to obtain the results. Please submit any new requests via EC with the lead set to or unit, whatever. Yeah, this is just nothing. That's nothing. All right, where are we at here? 021, okay, 5061. Wednesday, October 4, 2017, redacted white male was interviewed at Savannah, Georgia office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation located at, I don't care, redacted at Daniel Defense, 101 Warfighter Way, Black Creek, Georgia. Office telephone number is redacted. His mobile phone number is redacted, and his email address is redacted. Telephonically, I love that word. Telephonically, that's an amazing fucking word. Telephonically, they just made that shit up for this report. Contacted FBI special agent. Redacted earlier on October 4th. October 4th, 2017, regarding information that Daniel Defense wanted to provide the FBI associated with the Las Vegas, Nevada mass shooting investigation. Redacted provided the following information. It's funny because that's all we get is Daniel Defense. They're like, yeah, dude, let's call him up, dude, because we sold this guy some guns in our database, but everybody else is like, yeah, fuck that. They can call us. Why didn't they just say he called him? I don't know. Yeah. I see what you're saying. The telephonically. Yeah, telephonically. Love that Scrabble word of the year. Somebody had that on their calendar and had to use it 4 times in a sentence that day. Let's see. On Monday morning, October 2nd, 2017, Redacted was contacted by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives Tracing Center regarding 4 serial numbers of weapons. 4 serial numbers of weapons. Okay. That had been located by authorities in the hotel room. So there were 4 Daniel Defense in the hotel room? I didn't know that. Where Stephen Paddock had gunned down several people in Las Vegas. I thought he only had 2, but who knows? Redacted immediately created a report for ATF regarding the 4 serial numbers, which included 2 5.56 rifles and 2 7.62. Okay, that's why. Because I'm just, yeah, okay. Redacted provided all of the information from their sales database regarding the four weapons and the wholesalers the weapons were shipped to. A couple days after providing the information to the ATF, Redacted recalled that while gathering the information, he did not check the serial numbers in Daniel Defense's safety notification database. The safety notification database is separate from Daniel Defense's sales database. It houses all information associated with Daniel Defense's safety notifications, more commonly known as product recall by weapon serial number. Well, at least these four were registered to him. I mean, we got that. See, according to Redacted, in June 2017, Daniel Defense issued an official safety notification regarding a bad disconnector located in the fire control group of select 5.56 rifles. Upon searching the four serial numbers that had been queried by the ATF Tracing Center earlier in the week, Redacted found one of the four serial numbers in the Daniel Defense safety notification database. Serial number, don't care. I mean, we can look that up, but yeah, I'm not worried about it. Which was a Daniel Defense M4A1 5.56 rifle. According to Daniel Defense records, Paddock submitted a return request associated with the aforementioned safety notification on or about June 2nd, 2017. The following information was submitted by Paddock for the recall. Name, Stephen Paddock, Delaware Parkway, Reno, Nevada, telephone number. And see, like the telephone number is interesting because it keeps using this 227 7094. That's his number. Like he doesn't use any of the other numbers for any of this shit. Everything on here is all this number. I think he does use Central Park Live 1 or Central Park 1 at live.com, and then he uses I believe the Yahoo version of it, Central Park 1 at Yahoo. So he does have two different emails he uses throughout some of this, or they use throughout some of this stuff. But majority of what Paddock was using was this 227 7094, which is one of the phones that was found in the room. That's always been interesting to me because he had 2310 numbers in there, and then he had one, if I remember right, he had two 310s, and then he had one 702, which is Vegas. 702, yeah, 702, I believe. And I believe that was a burner phone. So that's probably the one that was bought at that Go Wireless store. That's probably why they're freaking the fuck out about it. Because I mean, I guess you can go in and say I want an LA number from a store in Nevada. I just don't know why you do it. So in response to requests, Daniel Defense sent a prepaid packaging box and label to Paddock at the aforementioned Reno, Nevada address. According to Redacted, specific information regarding safety notification requested that the customer send back only the lower portion of the rifle, and specifically requested that the upper not be returned. On or about June 23rd, 2017, Daniel Defense received the lower portion of the rifle without the buttstock attached. Redacted state, yeah, but this is one of the ones he didn't use a bump stock on, isn't it? I think. So I thought that they said this was one of the 5.56. Yeah, so this is one that didn't have bump stock anyway. So who cares? Redacted stated that it was very common for customers to send back weapons for recall without the buttstock yet. Nobody cares. Daniel Defense repaired the bad disconnector and returned the weapon to Paddock via FedEx to the Reno, Nevada address on or about June 27th. So it took him, it didn't take him too long to fix it. The return FedEx package tracking number, who cares, was delivered to Reno, Nevada address on July 5th. Okay, so it took a week. Why did it take that long? Why does it take that long to ship something? Why does it take you that fucking long? Wait, Nevada, return the weapon to Paddock via FedEx to the Reno, Nevada address on or about June 27th. So if you shipped it out on June 27th, why the fuck did it not arrive till July 5th? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. I guess whatever. They went economy with it. I don't know. Somebody on a bicycle delivered it, I guess. All right. So, return FedEx package tracking number was delivered to the Reno, Nevada address on July 5th. Because a weapon was shipped, and New Defense listed that an adult signature was required in special handling instructions for the package. Okay, well, maybe that has something to do with that. I don't know. Per FedEx records, an individual named, Mary Lou mainly, maybe, signed for the package July 5th at 1:58 p.m. All right, so it's about Paddock's sleeping time. So yeah, I would think that would be Mary Lou. I don't know, man. I guess you can. I mean, they are a manufacturer. They are a manufacturer, so I'm guessing they can ship guns anywhere they want. I don't know. Special Agent Redacted questioned Redacted regarding a specific disconnector in the fire control group, which is subject to defense safety notification. Special Agent Redacted specifically asked Redacted that if any part of the fire control group had been altered when an armor have noticed and or noted that in the Daniel defense system when they processed the repair. Redacted stated that if any alteration to the fire control group had been made, the armorer would have noticed, immediately stopped the repair process, and noted his or her findings in the system. So, like, I don't know. This could be another conspiracy. Well, it should be a conspiracy, but I don't think anyone's going to pick up on that because that is so subtle. Um, but let me finish. Additionally, if any part of the fire control group was not a factory Daniel Defense product, the armorer would have noticed and taken the same action to stop the repair and note his or her findings in the system. All right, we got. I don't know. I think he sent weed too, man. It's just, you got to package it right. I'm guessing people are selling drugs online these days, man. They got to ship it somehow. Uh, anyway, so like, if I want to make some stupid conspiracy out of all this stuff, like I would say, like, why is the FBI asking him if he altered it? Did he fully automatic these AR-10s and shit like that? But yeah, no, I don't think he did. I think the FBI is just being weird, man. They're just asking every kind of question they possibly can because they did ask some stupid questions that are just nonsensical throughout a lot of this that were just unnecessary, especially with the car guys. It's like, dude, you know, some of that was just redundant and stupid. Let's see. Redacted provided a document which listed all details of the repair regarding the aforementioned rifle. Under the section for the armor, there was no entry where any part of the fire control group had been changed in any way. Therefore, redacted opined. There's another beautiful word. That the fire control group, including the disconnector, were unaltered factory parts when it was received from Panic in June 2017. So the guy who wrote this is like also an author on the side, apparently. Um, Interview of blank on 10/4. Okay, so they interviewed him on 10/4. All right. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. So 10/4, yeah, I mean, this is still all new. At the conclusion of the interview, Redacted provided the following documentation. Redacted, the safety notification detail report regarding the weapon, the customer order sheet and pack list of return shipment, copy of the FedEx delivery information sheet regarding the package that was sent back to Paddock, which includes a copy of Redacted signature and Redacted, something they don't want you to see, an email with 9 attachments that detailed any and all communications that Daniel Defense had with the email associated with Paddock regarding safety notification return. At each step of the return process, an email is automatically generated by the system and sent to the email on file for the customer that describes the exact stage of the return repair process the weapon is going through at the time. Redacted provided all of the system generated emails that were sent to Paddock during the return process. Redacted advised that their records did not contain any replies to the automated emails from Paddock. All the aforementioned documents provided redacted are located in the 1A section of this case file. There's the FedEx. So, yeah. All right. I don't want to look up numbers. I don't care. When's the dates here? Delivery date, July 5th. That's a it doesn't say it just says status delivered. Shipping information tracking number. Okay, there it is, June 27th. Weight 5 pounds. Wow, that thing weighs 5 pounds. Really? It seems like a lot for just part of the gun. Let's see. Don't care about much of this. Let's see. Yeah, it's warranty. So whatever. The freight was free. There's Stephen Paddock, Del Webb Parkway, Reno, Nevada. So this is a Reno address. Man, now I'm making up words. This is a Reno address. So he had to ship to Reno. Yeah, that's why Mary Lou answered it. That'd be crazy if she was like living in Reno and he was living out of Mesquite, but basically like living out of hotels. Never going to his house. They just meet up once in a while in Vegas. That'd be fucking weird. Let's see. Safety notifications, Steve Paddock. Warranty, safety notification. All right. Yeah, I don't care about much of this. Safety notice return form. All right. Let's see. Tracker assignee. Name Stephen Paddock, City Reno, zip code. There's that 227 area code or 227 number. Work order, serial model DDM4A1. Okay. Central Park 1 at live. Let's see. Product return, shipment, blah, blah, blah. Stickers needed. No. There's the address, phone number. Yeah, it's all the same shit. Safety notes, return email form, status change. From repair complete, log out. Okay. Status change to ship. Status change to repair complete. Shipped item. Item to ship. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. Damage event. Status change from repair. Yeah, okay. Waiting repair. Label box. Received. So 623. Huh. So I just noticed that there's all the dates. So this was pretty shortly before all that. Out butt stock. Wow. Actually had to put that in. That's why he mentioned it, I guess. Yeah, I just thought about that. It's 2017, so it's the same year. For some reason, my head's stuck in 2022 because year never seems to end. Let's see. Dan Defense, June 2nd. Inside sales. Safety notes return form. Okay. So is this telling them, hey, you got to send this thing back? All redacted. This little picture there. Okay, there's the email. Sent it to the FBI, so they blotted out the FBI attachment from probably Daniel Defense. I don't know why they did that. Let's see, attached 2 emails that were automated from our system. Stephen Paddock for safety recall. For the safety recall of his firearm. There are no responses from him back to us via email. I also included system records of the safety correction steps completed by our internal staff. So he didn't even bother to email back. He's just like, yeah, fuck it, here you go. And he just sent it back to him. So they never had really any. Yeah, he met her, supposedly met her in Reno at the Atlantis. I don't know. We'll find out later if that's. I don't remember the names of the hotels that actually booted his ass out of Reno, but that might be one of the ones that kicked him out. But yeah, my understanding is like he was going to the hotels in Reno, and it almost sounds like this motherfucker was just bouncing. And I could be wrong, but I just get this feeling like son of a bitch was bouncing from hotel to hotel. Like he'd stay at one hotel for a week, then he'd go to another hotel, stay there for a week, then he'd go to another hotel, stay there for a week. Then he'd start just repeating the process, just living out of hotels. And again, I could be wrong about that, but That's what it seemed to me. And then all of a sudden he meets Mary Lou, and then he buys a place so they can get down to business, I guess. So, maybe she couldn't do her dirty business at work. Maybe she wasn't allowed in the rooms at work or something stupid like that. So he ended up just getting a place, and yeah, and then just eventually gets run out of Reno and has to go into Vegas. So he bought a place closer to Vegas that he could store his shit. I don't know though. Could be wrong. I just get this feeling like this fucking guy was just living out of these hotels. Let's see. Most of this doesn't say much. Confidential this emails and any files transmitted are intended solely for the use of the individual or entity which they address. Yeah, these are just your regular fucking. I don't read these emails either. Documents contained herein may contain technical data whose export is regulated by the United States Department of State. Is responsibility of a recipient of this email to ensure that its context, including any attachments, are controlled as such and remain in complete compliance with the U.S. Arms Export Control Act. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like everybody knows what that is. The International Traffic and Arms Regulation, and the Export Administration Act. Yeah, like everybody who fucking owns a firearm knows what those are. I mean, unless you're high up in the NRA, fuck, dude. Why would you know any of that shit? Let's see, from same page at danidefense.com to, maybe this is them emailing this to the FBI, so they just blanked it out. Let's see, subject, my task sales, new task, safety return form. There's just the generic, I guess, safety return form they sent him. Yeah, it looks like the one they sent him because that's his serial number on it, I think. Yeah, Stephen Paddock. Okay, there it is. All right, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. I think that's like this motherfucker. He gambled. He didn't gamble. Well, he gambled. He didn't lose a lot of money, but he did gamble enough to where, yeah, these people probably put him up everywhere, and then eventually somebody dummied up and realized, hey, we're not making money off this guy. We're actually losing money off this guy with rooms and all the food we're feeding him. I mean, he's living free off these hotels. And if that's the case, I mean, later we have this thing where in 2006, I mean, he gambled almost $1 million and only lost $4,000. And if that's the case, man, I mean, it's like 4,700, I think. And if that's the case, dude, $4,700, man, can you imagine living in that kind of luxury? $4,700 a year? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. This guy was coming up big time. Even in what was that? 1996, I think, something like that. Or no, it was 2006. That was 2006. So even in 2006, man, like $4,700, man, that's good. You good. Yeah, I don't. I mean, the guy wasn't losing money. That's the thing. He really wasn't losing a lot of money. He wasn't losing it very fast. And all this stuff is minutia. I don't care to read through everything like this. This is all just same form over and over. I don't know. It looks like they sent him the same form a bunch of times. Um, yeah, they said he wasn't answering emails, so maybe they just kept sending him the damn form saying, "Hey, send this back." And eventually, he just read his email and said, "Okay, fine, fuck it. Stop sending me shit. I'll send it back to you." This has a little more information. Sales work order. Okay, so this is so it's work. Okay, so there's the email saying, we got your gun. We're working on your gun. We fixed your gun. We're mailing your gun. Your gun's in the mail. All that. Steven, thank you for contacting us. Allow us an opportunity to inspect your lower receiver. We have received your online submission, have generated a return material authorization for your return material authorization, blah, blah, blah. Our team is working now to get specifically designed box shipped out to you for the return shipment of your lower receiver. Let's see, once you receive the shipment, there will be specifically designed box for you to use for the return along with a pre-printed US layout. Okay, so I'm just saying we sent you a box. A lot of words for we sent you a box. Even though you're returning the serialized part, you can ship directly to us. We can ship it back out to you with no FFL necessary. Firearms license. This is a warranty-related issue. Return product to the original manufacturer. We will cover the insurance on the shipment. Our turnaround time is generally 10 to 14 days. Okay. They have a YouTube link. Not interested. Not interested at all in that. Let's see. Thank you for being patient and working with us through this process. We have completed the repair for your return. Now on the way back to you. Okay. Replace disconnect the disconnect in your lower receiver with a new disconnect, and place the lower receiver on our testing fixture to ensure the replacement disconnect completely eliminated the opportunity for any issues. Your product has been repaired, will no longer fail under the affected scope of this safety notification. Okay. Firearms Act violation. Still saying that shit. Form type other. All gonna say that though. That's all this is. I mean, maybe that's like all we got was the report on this Firearms Act violation. Maybe this is the 5061. Maybe there's other reports coming out that are not part of this 5061, and this is all just blank shit, just synopsis, just crap, just junk. This is probably like evidence for all that stuff I just went through. Let's see. No, well, um, okay, 51%. I'm trying to. My algebra is not great. On high limit video poker, as long as the person knows how to play. My understanding is the early limits on the early payout on those was 99%, right? So it paid out 99% of what it took in. So it only took in 1%, and that's only on high limit stuff. The higher the limit, the higher the percentages of what it pays out. So that's why these fools play the high limit stuff, so they can they get a better payout. My understanding, according to this one of the channels I watch, is that a lot of casinos that's changed now to 97% because they weren't making as much off these guys. So like, Paddock did really well the one year. I mean, when you gamble almost $1 million, only lose $4 grand. You figure 1% of $1 million. I mean, it's what 10,000, 10 grand. He got under that, so he was doing 99.5% payout. So he was doing really well, and then on top of that, he's getting all the comps based off of the money he's playing. So, and I'm gonna get off here in a minute, but let's see. So what? Let me see here real quick. What page am I on? Because I'll continue this later. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds on some of this stuff. Well, I mean, this is actually absolute garbage here. We can go through this because this is nothing. Examination of his laptop. Okay. The following are some notable. Please see attached PDF for more detail. So these are probably the search things that they added into the final report, I'm guessing. And they're saying notable, so they don't give a shit about the rest of it. I'd like to see what's in the Dropbox and all that sort of stuff, but I don't think we're gonna get that. So, all right, this is page 80, 83. All right, 83. I gotta remember that. I don't have anything to write that down with, so fuck it. Let's go to more car rental shit, man, dude. Like, come on. I'll skip through till I find. Okay, well, here's this This thing looks like a spreadsheet to me. This is too confusing for me. I don't want to. I don't want to go through this. Um, these are his days. It looks like his. What do you call it? I think those are his comped rooms, and the days that he stayed in those rooms. Wow, motherfucker's got a stash on. He's got a porn stash on him right there, man. That's crazy. A little bit of a different look there. Getting a little cowboy on it. All right, so here we got 2007. He actually came up 2007. Now the problem with this is I don't understand what this is. Like I don't understand completely what this is. Um, some of it's self-explanatory, but like this doesn't tell you what hotel this is. It doesn't say anything about what hotel it is. Up here, it really doesn't tell you what hotel it is for these either. I don't think. If I remember right, guest history, host MNTW. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Um, you go up past all this shit. I think we get to the Tropicana. Let's see, Sympathetic. Okay, this is where they got his license documentation. This is Venetian. So this actually says Venetian on it. So then we get below the license stuff and we end up with guest history. That's it. I mean, is this still the Venetian or is it not the Venetian? I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea what this is. So that's a problem. That's a little bit of an issue with me until we get down to here. And again, there's social security number. You'd be a fool to try and use that. But we get to this, man. We got let's see, 2004. Let's start 2004. He gambled $87,000, wherever this was. So he wasn't a big high roller at this place, wherever this was. Let's assume it's the Venetian, for instance. And he only he gambled 87 grand, and he only lost 1.3 grand basically. And so he did okay, did all right, I guess. I mean, whatever. Um, Maybe he wasn't. It doesn't seem like he was that good at this point. Possibly, I guess. I don't know. See, the theoretical win. I'm not sure what if that means like if that adds his points or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the theoretical win is based off of. And then you have in 2005, he gambled 272,000. His total out. See, these numbers don't even match in a lot of these instances, right? So 248,000 total out is what he took out of the machines. All payout, whatever. I mean, those numbers do add up. But then it has the actual win. He lost 7,600. So not too sure how a lot of these numbers are done. Yeah, not really sure. And then you got theoretical win over here. So I'm not even sure what the theoretical win, if that has to do, like I said, with comps and shit like that. I don't know. Because if that's the case, I mean, up here when it gets to 2006, this dude went fucking heavy. And so, yeah, he lived in California for a while. He lived over in Los Angeles for quite some time. I think when he worked for the IRS, he was in LA. Or he was in California, because a lot of the aerospace was based off California when Reagan was president. And I think that had to do with Reagan being governor. And then when he became president, aerospace became a big fucking deal to Reagan. And he pushed aerospace very heavily. He was probably making money off of that, knowing the way politics works. And then when Reagan got out of office, the aerospace industry completely collapsed out here. Anyway, so that's probably why Steve Paddock left, because I forget who he used to work for, but a lot of those aerospace industries aren't around anymore, at least not in California. Yeah, I don't think he was doing the hotel thing in California. I think what he was doing is he was traveling to Reno, and then he was basically living off the hotel in Reno when he was there, because he didn't have a house until he met Mary Lou, supposedly. So in Reno, and supposedly bought her that house. So I don't know. Let's see, 2006. So this fool gambled almost $1 million. 2006. It says the total out was 889. Now, even if those were like completely accurate numbers and we're going from 945 to 889, that's what a discrepancy of well, it's about 890. So we're looking at about what 55,000, about 50. It's somewhere around there, man. I don't want to pull out a calculator, but somewhere around 55,000, 56,000. He lost in that year. Considering you just gambled $900,000 and you lost 50,000, 50 grand's a lot to lose, but he didn't. I don't know what this, like I said, I don't know what the alt payout is. I don't know if that's got to do with. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, the total in could have to do with free play, shit like that. I don't know. I have no idea. And then the alt payout could be from the free play or something. I'm really not sure how that works. But his actual win was he lost for $4,300. So $4,300 that whole year, dude. But he had comps based off of almost $1 million, almost $1 million bucks. Yeah, almost $1 million, or almost. He gambled almost $1 million, and his theoretical win here is 42,000. Yeah, fuck, dude, 42 grand, dude. So if they gave him 40, if that's what I'm thinking, if they gave him 42 grand worth of room, worth of meals, worth of all that shit, if that's what that is, that's insane, dude. For only 4 grand, for the price of $4,000, that's nuts. And I mean, even if not, even if I'm wrong as far as this $42,000, the amount of comps he would have built up by spending $1 million, that is fucking nuts. That's got to be fucking something ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm guessing this guy could have just lived at that hotel at that point, and they would have fed him and everything. And then 2007, we go to 254. He actually made 7.5 grand in 2007. He actually came up. He must have had some big wins that year. So he actually came up that year. So that's why I say I think what was happening is they weren't making money off of the guy. They just weren't making money off him. And then here he starts to trickle down. He starts to give up on this casino, whatever casino this is, because in 2006, no, it's a different one. This must be a different casino because it's got 2006. We got 765,000. And we got an actual win of 19 grand. He took him for 19 grand that year. That's crazy. I mean, but like 19 grand, dude, you're not living off 19 grand. You're not making a living off of 19,000. But the comps, all that bullshit, time played is that I'm guessing 33 hours and 24 minutes. 33 hours? Is that it? That's it. You put $750,000 in a machine in 30 fucking minutes. Or 30 hours, 33 hours. Yeah, I guess that is a long time, dude, to be gambling. Yeah, that is some time, dude. And then he started trickling down, dude, because he went to was this 1 hour 33 minutes? It looks like 3 hours. So he started spending less and less, only 34,000 in an hour and a half. So it looks like he only went there once, and probably because he probably looked at this. I mean, he didn't look at this exactly because they're not going to show this kind of information with them. But, they're probably, and they don't have an average bet, which is interesting. But they're probably, he's probably looking at like what he's getting out of this place, right? 2006, man. He spent a lot of money in 2006, dude, because this is the same year he threw, $1 million in that other casino, man. They threw 765,000 in this one. That's crazy. This guy was fucking. I mean, it doesn't mean he had $1,500 or 1.5 million in cash that he was walking around with. He probably only had 100 grand or something like that he was coming around blowing on these casinos. And most likely, what he was doing is he was calling in markers, and he was spending their money and then paying them back. That's what it looked like at the end there. Because I'm guessing, like, I'm thinking, if you're gonna do some stupid shit like this, this kind of gambling, this kind of crazy ass shit, you're probably not going to you're probably not going to carry $1 million on you in cash. That'd be stupid. You'd be a fool to do that in Vegas. You get robbed quick. I'm guessing, yeah, that's how these high rollers must do it. They must go to the casino and say, "Hey, 100 grand. I want to gamble. Give me 100 grand." And then they pay it back within, I believe Vegas, they have to pay it back within 6 months. And it's actually a crime. Nevada, I think I don't think it's federal. I think it's Nevada. And they will arrest you if you don't pay those markers back. That's some legit shit out there. Let's see. Well, I don't think they cut his comps, dude. I think what happened, I'm not sure, but I think what happened early in this was they kicked his ass out of fucking Reno. They banned him from 3 casinos. And they say in this report that what happened was he was winning too much money, he claims, which is probably kind of true, right? And, they weren't making money off him, dude. So instead of, changing all their comp system and all that bullshit, they just banned his ass. They basically said, "Get the fuck out. We don't want you here no more." And they banned him from the casinos. And he got banned from 3 casinos up there in Reno. And the reason I say, like, I think he was just jumping casinos, being a high roller everywhere, so that he could get the max comps out of every casino. And then he's also able to stay a week here, a week there, and all that sort of stuff. So his feet never hit the ground, dude. He just keeps going from casino to casino, casino. I think that's what he was doing. And I think that's why he left Reno, because you get kicked out of 3 casinos. There's probably a dozen up there, dude. You just find another one, start going there. But maybe they don't have his machines or something like that too. So I could be off base, but I'm thinking that's what happened. I'm thinking that's exactly what happened, dude. He was up there. They're getting pissed off because they're like, "Dude, we ain't making money off this fucking dude. And he's here every other week, fucking, getting his little lobster dinners and shit like that. It's like, get rid of this fucking guy." Well, how do you get rid of him? They just fucking ban him. Instead of fucking up their whole comp system for everybody, they just fucking ban his ass and tell him, "Get the fuck out. You're not welcome here no more." So I think that's what was happening in Reno. And then he comes down to Vegas. And in Vegas, I think you're right. I think they started cutting comps and shit like that. You look at the comps here, man. And if I'm right about this, and this is a theoretical win, he only got 28 grand out of this place, 28 and a half for, $750,000. A million at the other place. He got almost 46,000, I think it was. So the other place is paying out a lot better, was treating him a lot better than this fucking place, wherever this is. But I honestly think just what happened with this fucking dude is they kicked his ass out of Reno, and that's why he went down, bought the place in Mesquite, started basically running out of Vegas, running his little scam business, whatever he calls it, and shit, he won 20 grand this year. Fucking hey, he took him for 20 grand, but then he gave 4 grand back the next year. But I think he just moved shop. He moved shop into Vegas, and then when he went down into Vegas, the Vegas started, and I know it started recently. Since this happened, I think it got a lot worse because some of the gambling channels that I've been watching, the guy was saying, like in 2020, he was complaining that they were fucking with his comps and stuff like that he wasn't making as much money. And then they were fucking with the payouts on the machines. The payouts on the machines went from 99% to 97%. And, and he's some high roller that runs through, everywhere. Basically, he does California, he does Vegas, he does uh, Reno, he does everything. Um, but he was complaining a little bit about that, and he actually wrote me, you know, yeah, it might have been a string. You might be right, but he was doing good apparently because they banned his ass. Um, but this dude actually like wrote me, right? And I've mentioned this on live streams and shit. Um, so my ex girlfriend was buddies with this dude, and he's got a YouTube channel, and it's called Slot Massacre. And this dude one day started talking about Stephen Paddock on a live stream, and or not a live stream, but a video he put out, and he's deleted it since. And it was very strange the way the video cut out as soon as they started talking about Stephen Paddock. So I had my girlfriend like message this guy. I'm like, hey, find out what the fuck that was, man. Why did he cut that short? Because I want to know. And she did, and basically what he wrote back was, oh, it was nothing. We just were talking about high limit stuff, and it was nothing conspiratorial or anything like that. He goes, but he wrote a big long thing. He says, I think what happened with that guy was that he was getting upset because they haven't been treating us video poker players, because that's what he is, us high limit video poker players the way they used to treat us. And they've been cutting things like comps and stuff like that, and so it's getting harder to make money out of these casinos. So I think what was happening with Paddock, honestly, like, he got run out of Reno for they weren't making money off him. They kicked his ass out. They wanted him gone, and he ended up in Vegas. And I think he started running out his welcome in Vegas, it seems, and that's what it looks like to me. I mean, we have the casino host from Caesar's Palace basically saying that Paddock stiffed him, and I don't remember the date on that. I have to go look at it again. But he stiffed the guy at Caesar's Palace, and the guy at Caesar's Palace basically said, "Yeah, he won't be welcome back here anytime soon." So, which means he could walk in the casino. He's not banned or anything. It's just that they're not going to treat him good anymore. They're done with him. He's not getting his free rooms, not getting anything. He's just on his own. May as well just rip up your player's card because you're done. He'd probably be treated like everybody else, dude. They just wouldn't treat him any special. But he gave up on Caesar's Palace, right? He's a high roller. He knows that if he stiffs these guys, he's screwed. They don't want him back. They're not going to want you back. And it sounded like, I believe the guy said they gave him a bunch of free play, and he basically probably went through there, played all his free play, didn't dump any of his own money into the machines, and then just walked the fuck out and got a free room out of it. And who knows what else? Who knows if he raided the mini bar or something like that? Who knows what they wrote off? So he was done. He got out of Caesar's Palace. Caesar's a big corporation over there, so they have a lot of casinos. So he basically banned himself from, or nixed himself from half the strip at that point. And we do have him. Wynn didn't say anything, like that, because we have the Wynn casino host. He didn't really say much about it. In here we have the Tropicana, and we have I believe it's a host from Tropicana. He doesn't really say much about anything like that, but that's what it seems like to me, right? When a dude comes into Vegas and decides, fuck Caesars, I'm gonna fucking, after he's been going to every single hotel, becoming a high roller at every single hotel, and basically milking every single hotel. Well, Caesars was off limits to him at that point. He just killed Caesars. So I think he was wearing out his welcome. And I think this fucker probably realized that his lifestyle was about to change in a dramatic fashion. So, he's going to be, he's not going to be able to sustain this lifestyle anymore. He's done. He's going to have to, he's going to be sitting in his mesquite house, fucking shopping at IKEA and doing the regular life like everybody else, watching the fucking news at night. And that was the future. And I think everybody's right, man. I can't see this guy caring about politics and shit, or religion or any of that bullshit, man. Because his life is this. This is his life, dude. He's living it up, dude. He's living the fucking dream, dude. He found out how to scam the system, dude. All he has to do is, Go to a casino, say, give me $100 grand in credit and fucking gamble that shit into a machine, maybe lose a couple $100, walk to the next casino, do the same fucking thing. And then keep doing that. Every casino, day and night, all day, and he's going to stay for free. He's going to live for free. And that was it sounds like that was about to end, and that was about to change. So once that ends, you're fucked, because California does not work the same way. California, for instance, my understanding of California is, if we take, this is kind of a bad example, but we take like the total in, we take total out. In Vegas, I believe the way they run the comps is off the total in. So he got $765,000 worth of comps at this place, and it's based basically off of that, right? So that's, you win money, you lose money. You win $100, you throw the $100 back in, that's $100 towards your comps, all that sort of stuff. Even though that's a casino's money and it's just money that you won, they consider it basically part of your money in, and they base your comps off of that. California, to my understanding, is based off of loss. So, this 2006, I think this is the way it works. I'm not positive, but I watched a casino host talk about it, and this is why he doesn't like working anywhere but Vegas. So my understanding is, like, if you won this 20 grand right here, yeah, they're not making, he's not getting comps for this. This negative $4 grand, if he lost this in an hour and a half, so this was one day, he got $4.5 grand worth of comps in if this was California, he got $4.5 grand worth of comps in an Indian reservation casino. But like a lot of these wins, my understanding is, nah, you ain't getting shit for that, dude, because we didn't make money off of you. If we're not making money off you, we ain't giving you shit. We're only giving you money for losing. That's it. So that's at least that's my understanding of how this stuff works. Okay, what was that? I was on 83? Yeah, 83. Okay, so I'll finish this later. I'll come back and do this probably Saturday night, I think, is next time I'm going to have time to do this. So till then, man, I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe out there.